Alright, this workout is for your typical middle-aged to younger teenage or even a little older. We'll start with a warm-up. So we're just going to start with marches. Just going to bring your knees like this. Working the sagittal plane, just doing hip flexion and extension and knee flexion. Working your hip flexors as your agonist. Keep going for a couple more. This workout's just for muscular endurance and some strength. Switch to butt kicks. You can do them faster. You can jump like this with them, or you can keep them slow. A few more seconds. Still working sagittal with flexion and extension. We'll go to lunges. So just take a step forward, come down, come back up, step forward, come back up, step forward. Still sagittal plane. Still flexion and extension. Next we're going to a side lunge, so you just take one foot out, the other side, kind of stretch it out a little bit. You go to the other side. Come back. Sagittal plane for your knee, working in the transverse plane, frontal plane, with the abduction and adduction of your hips. Alright, next we're just going to do some stretches for your arms. So you're going to put your arm here, pull it across you, hold it for a few seconds, let it go, go to the other side. Go to the other side again. One more. Do some calf swings. Stick your toe to the ground or stick it to the air. Swing down to the grass or the floor. Alright, we'll start doing the workout portion now. So we'll start with body squats, bodyweight squats. You just stand here. You have your feet about hip width apart. Come to a squat. Come back up. Alright. We'll do these for about 20-30 seconds. Working in your sagittal plane still. Flexion in the hips and the knees. And extension coming back up. This is good for if you're at work or at home and you need to pick something up. You can squat down. Get your legs and your butt under it rather than bending over with your back. Do a few more. Switch into glute bridges now. So you're going to lay on the ground on your back. And you can kind of turn so you can face me and see what I'm doing. You're going to have everything laying flat. Make sure everybody can face me. You're going to just push your hips to the sky. Make sure you're squeezing your butt at the top. Come back down. Push to the top. Come back down. Make sure you're getting the squeeze at the top. Still working flexion extension here with your hip flexors as your agonist.
It's burning.
And also your glute medius and glute maximus. Still in your sagittal plane. Keep your core engaged as you're coming up. Keep it nice and tight. Don't forget to breathe. If you make it a little bit harder, lift one leg in the air. Only use one leg. And alternate on each one. If you need to be easier, just keep both feet on the ground. About 15 more seconds. Alright, we can get back up to our feet. This next one is going to be bicep curls. So, as a regression, my sister over here, Delaney, won't have any weight. My mom will have some weight, my brother will have weight, and then I'll have weights. So what you do is you can just start at your side, have your palms facing forwards. You're just going to bring them up to you. Nice and relaxed and controlled. Bring it back down. You can do it in count, so you come up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Working your sagittal plane still here. As your bicep always is your agonist. Your agonist being your prime moving muscle. Your tricep is your antagonist, which helps kind of slow the down process. If you want to make it harder, obviously you can increase weight, but if you want to do it, make it a little easier, kind of a regression, what you can do is you can just do one arm at a time. Make you focus on one at a time, just making sure that squeeze is there. Keep your core engaged. You don't want to be leaning one way. Keep it nice and straight up and down. Keep your head looking up. Keep your chin looking straight. Alright,
Put it at the bottom on
we'll transition into lateral raises. So you'll take your weights or your no weights, and you're just going to come out here. Keep your core nice and engaged. This is a shoulder workout. Working in the frontal plane with adduction and adduction of the shoulders. Again, if you want to make it easier, much like the bicep curls, you can count one at a time. Just do your best not to lean way too far. Another version of this is you can come out in front, work on your deltoids all around, kind of help strengthen your rotator cuff.
Where are your deltoids at?
The outside of your shoulders.
Is that this one, this one, and this one?
Deltoids right here, this area.
So what's this one called? Front delt?
It's part of your pec, so your pec meets your shoulder.
This one right here?
Mm-hmm.
What's this one?
Alright, you can put the weights down. Next, what we're going to do is, like we did in the warm-up, we're going to do a lunge, but we're going to hold it at the bottom. So you're going to come forward, hold, add a twist. Come back up. Go down as far as you comfortably can. Twist, come back up. So this rotation puts us in the transverse plane, which is where a lot of your rotational movements are. Almost all of them. Still working on sagittal, flexion of the hip and knees. And extension coming back up. This is good for kneeling down for things. So I come around and inspect, make sure y'all doing it right. So you come down, twist, good. Try to have your feet pointed straight forward, not in either direction. Come down. Do a few more. Alright, next we're going to work on kind of more upper body, kind of chest, back, all that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be a push-up, we're going to do shoulder taps. So to progress the movement, you can have your entire body weight resting on your body like this. You'll have your feet spread apart for some basic support. You're just going to touch your shoulders. Alright? To regress it, bring your knees in, have your hands under your shoulders still, and you're just going to touch the shoulder, put it back down. Touch the shoulder, put it back down. Alright? So if you will, pick either full body weight or on your knees for regressions. And you just hands on your shoulders. And you just touch the shoulder, put that one back down. Put it back down. Keep your core tight. You don't want to be twisting like this. You want to make sure that you're nice, controlled movements. Do this for a few more seconds. Alright. Come back to our feet. Grab a dumbbell. Grab mine. So work on biceps, work on shoulders, work on a little bit of chest. Now we're gonna do triceps. You're gonna put it behind your head. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring it low and then pick it back up. Bring it low, pick it back up.
Do you want your elbows to move? Or
Try your best not to move your elbows.
So what
So
happens
you don't
when I
want
go
your
like
elbows
this?
doing this. You don't want your elbows doing this. It's more of a just your elbow flexion and extension, which is that sagittal plane that I mentioned.
Ooh. I'd be doing these at the gym.
That's good. It's good for your triceps.
I do with 35s though. What do you do? What do you do?
I actually use the machine.
A few more seconds of this.
This burns.
Alright. You can put the weight back down. Alright, so we're getting to the cool down part of our workout now. So to start our warm up, we've got our blood pumping. Just kind of get our body used to getting ready to work out. We got into the workout using what we prepared our bodies for strength, muscular endurance. Talk about the planes of movement you're in, what muscles you'll be using, what muscles you're strengthening, which ones are kind of working against to make sure that the shortening phase of that muscle isn't too fast. Now we're getting to the cool down where your body's coming back down, heart rate's coming back down, you're getting back into your steady state, right? So for starters, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna grab the knee, you're gonna pull it to you. It's called a knee pull. Stretch out your hamstring. You can hold that for about 20 seconds.
Do I get some water in the cool down part?
We'll get in a little bit. Switch legs. And then we're gonna do quad stretches where you grab. Grab your foot.
I need some help in
And you stretch it. Stretch your quad out. That's what we use during our squats and our lunges. Switch legs. And if you can, we're gonna do IT band. So you're gonna put one leg across. You're kind of gonna squat into it. You're just gonna push on the outside of your knee a little bit. You should feel on the outside of your hip right here. Switch legs. So next we're going to do calf stretches. So you're going to point your toe up and then you're going to try to grab your toe and pull it towards you as much as you can, or just reach towards your toe. You can bend whichever knee you're not pointing to the toe. Make sure you get it. Switch legs. I'm going to do a tricep stretch. So you're going to grab the back of your elbow. You're going to pull it behind your head. arms. Now we're gonna stretch our shoulders out, so we know we did in the beginning, except we're gonna hold it long this time. Just gonna pull it across your body. And when you exhale, you can go a little bit farther, so breathe in. And then you exhale, you can pull a little bit farther. Just don't go to a point where it's pain. Switch arms. Alright, next we're gonna do our core. So what you're gonna do is you just put your hands in the sky, interlock interlock your fingers, and then just stretch. Try to flex your back so you're stretching your stomach out the best you can.
Gotta take my shirt off.
Lean to the right, stretch out your obliques.
That's your left, mama.
Switch.
How old are you?
We're gonna do our chest. So you're gonna hands behind your back, interlock your fingers, have your palms facing outwards, and you just kind of try to stretch as far back as you can. Sticking your chest out, try to feel that stretch. Try not to bend over too far.
Why are you looking like that?
Alright, so we did a warm up, we did a workout, we did a cool down. Just a reminder of warm ups to get your body ready for working out. Worked on kind of some stability, mobility work. Worked on basic strength, muscular endurance so you can do things longer. Worked on some kind of movements to help you for around the house or at work things to keep you safer. Went through the movements, the different planes of motion you're in, like sagittal for flexion extension, transverse for rotational, and frontal for abduction and adduction, like when you do your side squats. And then we finished by cooling down to make sure our body was coming back into a more homeostatic or its normal state, so where your heart rate's lowered, your muscles aren't so tight, you stretch them out, and so you should be good to go for your typical population. Thank y'all for joining the class.
Thank you.
Hope y'all enjoyed it.
I did.